Welcome back to the Wellness Tips channel, where we ignite your journey to unstoppable health. Today, we're diving headfirst into a mind-blowing exposé. The 6 deadly mistakes that could be silently sabotaging your vitality as a senior. Have you ever stopped to wonder why so many seniors, despite their best efforts to stay healthy, still get blindsided by unexpected health crises? It's a question that haunts millions, and the truth will shock you. The World Health Organization warns that seniors face a skyrocketing risk of life-threatening complications, and every year, countless lives are lost to issues that could have been stopped in their tracks. But here's the jaw-dropping twist. It's not just aging at play. The real culprits? They're lurking in your everyday habits, sneaky traps you'd never suspect. What if the routines you rely on are secretly draining your energy and putting your life on the line? The danger isn't always in what you do. It's in what you don't know. These silent threats, rarely spoken about, are far deadlier than you could imagine. We're not talking rare diseases or bad luck. These are common mistakes that can creep up on anyone, quietly eroding your well-being. In this electrifying video, we're pulling back the curtain on 6 catastrophic mistakes that could be jeopardizing your health and future if you're over 50. Mistake number 1? It's a global killer, responsible for over 30% of senior deaths worldwide. You cannot afford to miss this. Plus, we're dropping exclusive, scientifically backed secrets to thriving past 50, or even if you're younger. Game-changing tips most doctors won't spill, but that could revolutionize your life. Here's the deal. Subscribe to the Wellness Tips channel, hit that like button, and stay locked in until the very end, because we're revealing a critical health secret that could transform your well-being. It's waiting for you at the finish line. Now let's kick off this life-changing journey. Your breakthrough moment is calling. Chioins. 6 dangerous mistakes you must avoid if you are over 50 years. Mistake 6. Isolation and loneliness. Let's begin with a hidden danger that affects millions of seniors. Isolation and loneliness. While it's normal for social circles to shrink with age, chronic loneliness is far from harmless. In fact, research shows it can be as damaging to your health as some of the worst habits out there. A major study published in Perspectives on Psychological Science found that chronic loneliness increases the risk of premature death by up to 30%. That's a staggering number, and it means loneliness is just as risky as obesity or physical inactivity. Even more shocking, the health impact of ongoing loneliness is equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. But why is loneliness so dangerous? When you're isolated, your body responds with higher levels of stress hormones like cortisol. Over time, this constant stress can raise your blood pressure, weaken your immune system, and increase inflammation throughout your body. Seniors who feel lonely are more likely to get sick, recover more slowly, and face a higher risk of chronic illnesses such as heart disease and diabetes. The effects aren't just physical. Loneliness is closely linked to depression and anxiety. According to the National Institute on Aging, seniors who are socially isolated are nearly twice as likely to develop symptoms of depression. It also affects your mind. Regular social interaction helps keep your brain sharp, while isolation increases the risk of memory loss and cognitive decline, including dementia. Often the signs of loneliness are subtle. Maybe you find yourself spending more time alone, losing interest in hobbies, or feeling less motivated to reach out to others. These patterns can quietly become habits, making it harder to break the cycle. So what can you do to protect yourself or a loved one from the dangers of isolation? The first step is to recognize the warning signs. Persistent feelings of loneliness, withdrawal from social activities, or a lack of interest in connecting with others. Once you notice these, it's important to take action. Simple steps can make a big difference. Call a friend or family member regularly. Join a local club or community group, or volunteer for a cause you care about. If you have grandchildren, make time to see them or invite them over. Spending time with younger family members is not only joyful, it's also proven to boost mood and mental health. Even small gestures like chatting with neighbors or participating in group activities at a senior center can help you feel more connected. In summary, isolation and loneliness are not just emotional struggles. They are serious health risks that can shorten your life and reduce your quality of living. The good news is that staying socially active, nurturing relationships, and making time for loved ones can dramatically improve your health, happiness, and longevity. Remember, reaching out isn't just good for your heart, it's essential for your whole well-being. Mistake 5. Ignoring magnesium deficiency. Have you ever found yourself waking up in the middle of the night with a painful leg cramp or feeling inexplicably tired, even after what should have been a restful night's sleep? Maybe you notice your mind isn't as sharp as it used to be, or you're struggling to focus on simple tasks. While it's easy to blame these symptoms on getting older, there's a good chance your body is actually crying out for more magnesium, a mineral that quietly powers hundreds of essential processes in your body. Magnesium is often called the master mineral because it's involved in over 300 biochemical reactions. It helps regulate blood pressure, supports healthy muscle and nerve function, keeps your heart rhythm steady, and even plays a crucial role in maintaining strong bones. For people over 50, magnesium becomes even more important. Yet, it's also more likely to be missing from your diet. As we age, our bodies naturally absorb less magnesium from the foods we eat, and certain medications like diuretics or proton pump inhibitors can further deplete our magnesium stores. On top of that, many modern diets are low in magnesium-rich foods, making deficiency surprisingly common. The symptoms of magnesium deficiency can be subtle at first: muscle cramps, restless legs, fatigue, poor sleep, anxiety, and even memory problems. Over time, low magnesium can contribute to more serious health issues, including high blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, and an increased risk of heart disease. In fact, a large study published in the journal Hypertension found that people with higher magnesium intake had a significantly lower risk of stroke and heart failure compared to those with low magnesium levels. This isn't just about feeling better day to day. It's about protecting your long-term health. So what can you do? The first step is to include more magnesium-rich foods in your daily meals. Leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard, nuts and seeds, especially almonds and pumpkin seeds, avocados, black beans, and even dark chocolate are all excellent sources. If you find it difficult to get enough magnesium from food alone, supplements can help. Different forms of magnesium serve different purposes. Magnesium threonate is known for supporting brain health and reducing brain fog. Magnesium malate can boost energy and help with muscle pain. And magnesium citrate is often used to support digestion. Before starting any supplement, it's wise to talk to your doctor, especially if you have kidney issues or take medications that affect magnesium levels. But don't ignore this powerhouse mineral. By making magnesium a priority, you can improve your energy, sleep, mood, and even protect your heart as you age. Mistake 4. Physical inactivity. As we get older, it's natural to feel the urge to slow down. Maybe you've retired, your daily routine has changed, or you simply don't feel as energetic as you once did. But here's the truth. Physical inactivity is one of the most dangerous mistakes you can make after 50, and its effects are often invisible until they become serious. Sitting for long periods or skipping regular exercise doesn't just make you feel sluggish. It can quietly set the stage for a host of health problems that can dramatically impact your quality of life. When you're physically inactive, your body starts to lose muscle mass and strength at a much faster rate. This process, called sarcopenia, is a natural part of aging, but it accelerates if you don't use your muscles regularly. Weak muscles can lead to poor balance, making falls and injuries more likely. Joint pain and stiffness also become more common as movement is essential for keeping your joints lubricated and healthy. Over time, inactivity can even lead to osteoporosis, a condition where your bones become fragile and more likely to break. But the risks go far beyond your muscles and bones. Physical inactivity is a major contributor to weight gain, especially around the abdomen, which is linked to a higher risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and certain cancers. According to a landmark study published in The Lancet, physical inactivity is responsible for more than 5 million deaths worldwide each year, almost as many as smoking. The study found that people who are inactive have a 20 to 30% increased risk of death compared to those who are moderately active. That's a staggering statistic, and it shows just how powerful regular movement can be for your health. The good news is that you don't need to become a marathon runner or spend hours at the gym to see benefits. Even moderate activities like brisk walking, gardening, swimming, or dancing can make a huge difference. The World Health Organization recommends that adults over 50 aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate-intensity aerobic activity per week, along with muscle-strengthening exercises, on 2 or more days. This could be as simple as a 30-minute walk 5 days a week, plus some light resistance training with bands or weights. Movement truly is medicine. Regular physical activity boosts your mood, sharpens your mind, improves sleep, and helps manage stress. It also supports your immune system, making you more resilient to illness. If you've been inactive for a while, start small. Every bit counts. Stand up and stretch during TV commercials. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Or invite a friend for a walk. The key is consistency. By making movement a daily habit, you'll not only feel better now, but also protect your independence and vitality for years to come. Mistake 3. Lack of vitamin D. Many people think of vitamin D as simply the bone vitamin, but its influence in your body is far more extensive and, for those over 50, absolutely vital. As you age, your body's ability to synthesize vitamin D from sunlight drops significantly, and lifestyle changes, like spending more time indoors or covering up when outside, can make matters worse. This silent deficiency can creep up on you, affecting your health in ways you might not expect. Vitamin D is a key player in your immune system. It helps regulate immune responses, making you less susceptible to infections and chronic inflammation. In fact, a comprehensive review published in the British Medical Journal found that people with low vitamin D levels were more likely to suffer from respiratory infections, and supplementation reduced this risk, especially in those who are already deficient. This is particularly important as you get older, since your immune system naturally becomes less robust. But vitamin D's benefits don't stop at immunity. It also plays a crucial role in cardiovascular health. Research has linked low vitamin D levels to higher risks of hypertension, heart attacks, and even heart failure. One large-scale study in the American Journal of Cardiology showed that individuals with adequate vitamin D had a significantly lower risk of developing heart disease compared to those who were deficient. This is because vitamin D helps regulate blood pressure and supports the function of the heart muscle itself. Mental health is another area where vitamin D shines. Low levels have been associated with increased rates of depression, cognitive decline, and even dementia. Vitamin D receptors are found throughout the brain, and the vitamin is involved in the production of neurotransmitters that affect mood and memory. A study in the journal Neurology found that older adults with low vitamin D were more likely to experience cognitive impairment, highlighting the importance of maintaining healthy levels for mental sharpness as you age. So, how can you ensure you're getting enough vitamin D? Sunlight remains the most effective source. Just 15 to 20 minutes of midday sun exposure on your arms and legs can help your body produce sufficient vitamin D. But this isn't always practical, especially in winter, or for those with limited mobility. That's why it's important to include dietary sources as well. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel, as well as egg yolks and fortified foods, can help boost your intake. However, for many older adults, food and sunlight alone may not be enough. In these cases, supplementation is often necessary. Vitamin D3 is the preferred form, as it's more effective at raising blood levels. For optimal absorption and to support bone and cardiovascular health, consider pairing vitamin D3 with vitamin K2. Before starting any supplement, it's wise to check your vitamin D status with a simple blood test and consult your healthcare provider for personalized advice. By paying attention to your vitamin D intake, you can support your immune system, protect your heart, and keep your mind sharp. It's a small step that can make a big difference in how you feel and function every day after 50. Mistake 2. Missing out on vitamin B12 and zinc. Vitamin B12 is one of those nutrients that rarely gets the spotlight. Yet, it is absolutely vital for your health, especially as you get older. Many people over 50 are unknowingly running low on B12, and the consequences can be far-reaching. This vitamin is essential for the production of red blood cells, the health of your nervous system, and the maintenance of mental clarity and memory. When you don't get enough, you might feel constantly tired, experience tingling in your hands or feet, or notice that your memory isn't as sharp as it used to be. In more severe cases, B12 deficiency can even lead to irreversible nerve damage or serious neurological problems. Why does B12 deficiency become more common with age? The answer lies in how your body absorbs this vitamin. Vitamin B12 from food is bound to protein and needs stomach acid to be released and absorbed. As you age, your stomach produces less acid, making it harder to extract B12 from food. This problem is made worse if you take certain medications such as proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux or metformin for diabetes, both of which can further reduce B12 absorption. According to a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, up to 20% of older adults may have a B12 deficiency, often without realizing it. So how can you make sure you're getting enough B12? The best dietary sources are animal-based foods, lean meats, fish, eggs, and dairy products. If you follow a vegetarian or vegan diet, you're at even greater risk for deficiency since plant foods don't naturally contain B12. In these cases, fortified foods or supplements are essential for most people. A daily B12 supplement in the form of cyanocobalamin or methylcobalamin is effective. However, if you have absorption issues such as after certain intestinal surgeries or due to chronic digestive conditions, oral supplements may not be enough, and B12 injections might be necessary. These injections bypass the digestive system and deliver the vitamin directly into your bloodstream, ensuring your body gets what it needs. The benefits of correcting a B12 deficiency are significant. Many people report a dramatic improvement in energy, better concentration, and a brighter mood once their levels are restored. In fact, a study in the journal Neurology found that older adults with higher B12 levels had a lower risk of brain shrinkage and cognitive decline, highlighting just how important this vitamin is for long-term brain health. While vitamin B12 often takes center stage, zinc is another nutrient that deserves attention, especially as you age. Zinc is crucial for immune function, wound healing, and even your sense of taste and smell. Unfortunately, zinc is often missing from modern diets, and absorption can decrease with age. Deficiency can lead to a weakened immune system, making you more susceptible to infections, and can also contribute to fatigue and poor wound healing. Good sources of zinc include oysters, beef, pumpkin seeds, and lentils. If you suspect you're not getting enough, a supplement can help. But it's important not to overdo it, as too much zinc can interfere with the absorption of other essential minerals. In summary, don't let silent deficiencies in vitamin B12 and zinc undermine your health and vitality. By paying attention to these nutrients through diet, supplements, or medical advice, You can protect your energy, memory, and immune system as you age. Mistake 1. Not being cautious with calcium and iron supplements. Calcium and iron are two minerals that are often associated with good health, especially as we age. You've probably heard that calcium is essential for strong bones, and that iron is crucial for energy and preventing anemia. While both are undeniably important, there's a common misconception that more is better. In reality, taking too much of these minerals, especially through supplements, can be harmful, and this risk increases as you get older. Let's start with calcium. It's true that calcium is vital for maintaining bone density and preventing osteoporosis, a condition that makes bones fragile and more likely to break. However, as you age, your body's ability to process and regulate calcium changes. If you take in more calcium than your body needs, especially from supplements rather than food, the excess can start to accumulate in places it shouldn't, like your arteries. This buildup, known as vascular calcification, can increase your risk of heart disease and stroke. A study published in the journal JAMA Internal Medicine found that people who took high doses of calcium supplements had a higher risk of heart-related deaths compared to those who got their calcium from food sources. The reason is that supplements can cause spikes in blood calcium levels, while calcium from food is absorbed more gradually and safely. Another important factor is the balance between calcium and other minerals, particularly magnesium. Magnesium helps regulate calcium's movement in and out of cells and prevents it from depositing in soft tissues. If you're low in magnesium, a common issue for older adults, taking extra calcium can actually make things worse by increasing the risk of calcification. That's why it's generally better to focus on getting calcium from foods like dairy products, leafy greens, and almonds, and to ensure you're also getting enough magnesium. Iron is another mineral where caution is needed. Iron is essential for making hemoglobin, the protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen throughout your body. However, unlike some other nutrients, your body has a limited ability to get rid of excess iron. When you take in more iron than you need, it can accumulate in your organs, especially the liver, heart, and pancreas, leading to a condition called iron overload or hemochromatosis. This can cause serious damage over time, including liver disease, heart problems, and diabetes. Older adults are particularly at risk because iron needs often decrease with age, and many people continue to take iron supplements unnecessarily. Unless you have been diagnosed with iron deficiency anemia by your doctor, it's best to avoid iron supplements. Instead, focus on getting iron from foods like lean meats, beans, and spinach, which your body can regulate more effectively. In summary, while calcium and iron are essential for health, more is not always better, especially as you age. Supplements should only be used when truly necessary and under medical supervision. Strive for balance, prioritize food sources, and always consult your healthcare provider before starting any new supplement regimen. This approach will help you protect your heart, organs, and overall well-being as you grow older. Now that you know what to avoid, here are the best tips for thriving after 50, even if you're younger and want to get a head start. Don't avoid salt. Choose the right kind. Salt is essential for your body, but the type you choose makes a difference. Sea salt is preferable to table salt because it contains 84 minerals, while table salt is heavily processed and stripped of most nutrients. Both sodium and potassium are crucial for proper nerve and muscle function. Interestingly, if you're sensitive to salt, you might actually be deficient in potassium rather than needing to cut out salt entirely. To support your health, focus on using mineral-rich sea salt and include potassium-rich foods like leafy greens and avocados in your diet for optimal balance. Eat enough cholesterol-rich foods. Cholesterol is essential for your health, especially as you age. Your body uses cholesterol to produce key hormones like testosterone estrogen, and progesterone, which naturally decline over time. This is particularly important during menopause when estrogen levels drop sharply, and your body relies even more on cholesterol to support hormone production. Cutting cholesterol too much or taking cholesterol-lowering medications unnecessarily can further lower these hormone levels and affect your well-being. Including foods such as butter, eggs, dairy, and shellfish in your diet helps maintain hormonal balance, supporting your energy, mood, and overall health during and after menopause. Reduce sugar, carbohydrates, and starches. Reducing your intake of sugar, carbohydrates, and starches is crucial for maintaining healthy blood sugar levels, especially as you age. Too much sugar in the blood is a leading cause of diabetes and other chronic health issues. Many processed foods contain hidden sugars and refined starches that can spike your blood sugar without you realizing it. By cutting back on sweets, white bread, pasta, and packaged snacks, you can help prevent blood sugar spikes and crashes. Focus on whole foods like vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats to keep your energy steady and support your long-term health. Make protein a priority. Prioritizing protein in your diet becomes even more important as you age. Protein is essential for maintaining muscle mass, supporting connective tissue, and keeping your immune system strong. Unfortunately, many processed and junk foods are low in protein, which can lead to overeating. To truly nourish your body, focus on high-quality protein sources such as grass-fed beef, lamb, and nutrient-rich organ meats like cod liver. These foods provide not only protein, but also vital vitamins and minerals that support healing and overall health. Making protein a central part of your meals helps you stay strong, energized, and resilient as you get older. Limit meal frequency and avoid snacking. Limiting meal frequency and avoiding constant snacking is a powerful way to support your health as you age. Eating multiple small meals or snacks throughout the day can cause frequent insulin spikes, which over time may contribute to weight gain, insulin resistance, and chronic diseases like diabetes. Instead, try to eat fewer, more satisfying meals, such as 2 balanced meals per day. This approach helps your body maintain stable blood sugar and gives your digestive system time to rest. You might also consider intermittent fasting, which involves extending the time between meals. This simple change can boost energy, support weight management, and promote better overall health as you get older. Understand and address autoimmune risks. Understanding and addressing autoimmune risks is essential for maintaining good health. As you age, autoimmune diseases are becoming more common and are often connected to low vitamin D levels, chronic stress, and certain infections. When you're under constant stress, your immune system can become unbalanced, increasing the risk of it mistakenly attacking your own tissues. To help protect yourself, focus on managing stress through relaxation techniques, regular exercise, and quality sleep. It's also important to maintain healthy vitamin D levels, either through safe sun exposure or supplements if needed. By taking these steps, you can support your immune system and reduce your risk of developing autoimmune conditions. Support your gut microbiome. Supporting your gut microbiome is one of the best things you can do for your overall health, especially as you get older. The gut microbiome acts almost like a separate organ, playing a vital role in immune protection, mood regulation, cognitive function, vitamin production, digestion, cancer prevention, and even sleep quality. Unfortunately, antibiotics and poor diet can disrupt this delicate balance, sometimes permanently. To nurture your gut, include fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, and yogurt in your diet, as they provide beneficial bacteria. You might also consider a high-quality probiotic supplement. Taking care of your gut helps strengthen your immunity, boost your mood, and support long-term wellness. Before making any changes to your lifestyle or diet, always consult your doctor or a trusted nutritionist to ensure the best results tailored to your unique needs. Your health is worth it. To spread positivity and inspire our community, we invite you to share one healthy habit you practice daily and one uplifting habit from a friend or loved one that motivates you. By sharing, you'll spark motivation in others to embrace positive changes. Join the movement, subscribe to the Wellness Tips channel, hit the like button, and share this video with those you care about. Don't stop here. Explore our other videos for a treasure trove of knowledge to supercharge your wellness journey. Let's build a healthier, happier community together.